Kevin Patullo worked with Jalen Hurts.
Everybody. I wouldn't put too much stock in it. I don't think Sean Mannion's going to be your new OC.
I don't know.
If he is, though, man, I will crack up. I mean, this is almost becoming comedic. At this
point. It is. We bring in Big Z, Xander Krause. 850 of the search for the OC.
What's up, brother?
What up, my friend?
Not much, man. Not much. Another day. I don't think any more candidates, and still no clarity. Declan Doyle's out.
It's Declan. I got it.
Declan Doyle's out.
Not the clan.
Out. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What happened to Brian Dable?
Yeah, he's going too.
Where'd he go?
John told me this morning. That's still the guy. If they get him, it's all systems go. This is exactly what they want. All right. Well, now he's gone.
Where did he go?
Tennessee.
But
I think they put a contingency in there if he gets the Raider job.
Okay. So let me get this right. If he doesn't get the Raider job, instead of taking a team that's won 50 games, 2 NFC titles.
Yeah, you're going to coach the Raiders. Well, I get wanting to be a head coach.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
I don't get the OC.
I don't know. This is a weird situation for this Eagles team. I think they're trying to make it seem like it's business as usual and nothing out of the ordinary is happening. And I don't know if they've gone around and told the beat reporters to say the same thing because, I mean, I can barely get John to say anything bad about this. But he doesn't think it's bad. All right, 15 days. Who cares? Well, so I don't know. To me, the optics of this are horrendous. They're horrendous. Truly.
My question would be then, if you're going to settle for somebody, why don't you just keep the kid in place? Why don't you just keep Patullo in place?
Well, maybe that's a sign that they do cave to the external noise, more than they should. Maybe. Or maybe they just didn't believe he was that good.
Not by the letter from the desk of Nick Sirianni.
How about the desk of A.J. Brown? He loved Kevin Patullo. So did all the players. Saquon Barkley was, man, I feel bad for KP. That was one of his last interviews of the year. I feel bad for Kevin Patullo. We're not executing.
So if Brian Johnson and Vic Fangio had been teamed up in 2023, do you think you guys make it to the NFC Championship game?
I could see that. I think that was one of those things of be careful what you wish for. Remember when Brian Johnson was here, everybody was ripping him because there was too many screen passes and stuff? Well, we were the number 8th ranked offense in pro football. I think we were like 16 or 17 in the passing game too, which is the highest we've ever been.
Yeah.
So, maybe a be careful what you wish for situation. We all acted like Brian Johnson stunk. Brian Johnson was I said at the time.
You're winning me over with this take here of yours.
Yeah, I've been saying, dude, since he got fired, that was egregious. We had the number, think about it. It doesn't even make sense. We had the number 30th ranked defense in pro football. We fired the defensive coordinator after 11 games. And they get to the end of the year and they fire the OC, who was a top 10 offense because the quarterback had a lot of turnovers. It didn't even make sense.
But higher volume passing. So you're expecting more turnovers.
But better, though.
Yes.
I mean, they were more productive.
Well, look, AJ had 1,500 yards.
Yeah.
Swift had 1,100 rushing. Devontae had 1,000 yards receiving.
By the way, what a hell of a year for DeAndre Swift. I love DeAndre Swift. And then my boy, we were at St. Joe's Prep at the same time. I was 1 year older than DeAndre.
He's impressive.
I remember when that kid came to St. Joe's Prep the first time as a freshman. You're young. You're 14 years old when you're a freshman in high school. This dude is walking around campus. He's got the calves are like.
Is he a big dude?
He's not stocky. He's not like big. He's not all that tall either. But I just like, I like to see DeAndre succeed. So he had a great year. Shout out to DeAndre Swift. Gotta love it.
Absolutely. Okay, Z. Do you think this? What about Frank Reich not wanting the job now?
Well, I mean, I've always viewed that as a little bit of an interesting setup because Was Frank his superior? You know what I mean? And then it's like now he's going to be work. I don't know. I've always viewed that as a little bit of an interesting setup, but it doesn't surprise me. Frank doesn't want to come back. You know how sometimes you go through things in life and not necessarily do you have a bad taste in your mouth toward it, but you're just like, I'm not going to go back to that, you know? And I think maybe that's how Frank feels about Philly. You know, I think Frank liked Doug. You know, I think Frank felt they wronged Doug.
Yeah, but
and
him are best friends. Dude.
He understands the complexities of, you know, of running an NFL organization, but I don't think he wants to come back here. I don't. I really don't. I don't even think he wants to be a consultant here. Now, I can't speak for Frank. Maybe he does. But if I had to guess, I would say no.
Well, he's going to be more of a play caller in New York.
Yeah, I think it's actually not a bad fit for him. You got a guy who's a defensive head coach who can manage, you know, the discipline and the hype and the hoopla and all that crap, and Frank can coach offense. His problem there is who's his quarterback, man? Yeah. They're not playmakers. They don't have a quarterback. I mean, is Justin Fields going to be his QB?
Oh, no way.
Oh, man.
I'd go get Mac Jones.
Breaking news, the Eagles have elevated Kevin Patullo back to the OC.
Wow, that win it all over right there, man. Right there, right?
Well, you know what else is funny? That I haven't heard anybody talk about this. You know, Kevin Patullo is not fired.
No, he's not. He got demoted.
He's still on the team.
Yeah.
He's still a part of the coaching staff. So dude, this organization. All right, and I know people only look at the success, and they've been very successful. I don't say this to say that they haven't been successful, but I've been talking to some people. You know, I talked to this dude at a club who knows all these guys that are high up in the Eagles. A bunch of these dudes know the owner. This is a weird organization, man. They run a weird ship. I'm telling all you, I'm not telling you to not be a fan. I'm not telling you they haven't been successful. The only thing I'm telling you is inside those NovaCare walls, it is run in an odd way, different than most organizations I think are run across the NFL. They are. They have this weird air of nobody's allowed to be truthful. Nobody's allowed to speak out. You know, I think people walk on eggshells. I think there's I don't know.
So is it fun to go to work there?
I don't know. I can't speak. I'm not saying it's not fun to go to work there. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe some people like it. For my style, it wouldn't be very fun, but I can't speak for everybody. I've just heard some things about that organization. Dude, it's a weird organization. The Philadelphia Eagles run a weird organization. They do. It's all good. I mean, they've been successful. But when you get into situations like this where you have coaching and personalities and all these different things, it doesn't surprise me that nobody wants to be a coach here.
You know, there's something that you and me have a lot in common. You know what that is? We ask blunt questions. How come nobody wants to work with Nick?
I think Nick is a lackey for the organization.
Successful one.
Very successful. But I don't think Nick Sirianni is who he is right now. Like, I don't think Nick Sirianni is his core self working for the Eagles. That's just my hunch. That doesn't mean he'd be all that much better in his own environment. But, you know.
Do you think Nick could go somewhere and have the same success he has here?
I don't think Nick is a bad football coach. I'm sorry. I do not. I have seen nothing to indicate that he's a bad football coach. Nothing.
Even with these guys not want to come work here?
That has to do with Nick.
Why wouldn't you want to come to a place that's 50-18 and has all this?
All right. So, but with that said, then you're assuming that Nick Sirianni has set the structure. Has he?
I'm assuming that Nick is overseeing the offense and how these coaches would have to work inside that coaching staff.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
Okay. So what's the case? So you're saying is it Howie or Laurie or the quarterback? Why don't these guys want this job?
I can't put a finger on it without, you know,
people have reasons for doing things, do they not?
They do, but you know, why was Doug? It's the same reason we talk about this all the time. Why was Doug fired? Doug wasn't gonna, you know, placate to every demand. Nick is a Super Bowl winning head coach less than a year ago. He's still not demand. He still doesn't get his way in any regard. In fact, They made him head the press. I've never seen a press release come out from the Eagles that's headlined by the head coach. They press released Nick Sirianni into firing Kevin Patullo. He does whatever they want. It's okay. I don't blame him. He's making $5 million. He's got a family, or $10 million, whatever he's making. I get it. He's a successful. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying I don't think I don't think Nick is the head of the snake at all.
All right. Can you play a game with me here?
Oh, sure. Gosh, here we go.
It's let's see here now. 3:51. Philadelphia time. It's January 27th. Help me out here. You had to pick a quarterback today. Quarterback your football team with that Eagle talent. You take Darnold or Hurts.
It's tough. I mean, it's a tough comp. I think Darnold's better at a lot of things. I really do. But I'm not. It's tough for me to look at Darnold and just say, all right, I'd slide. I don't operate with the belief that you can just like change one figure out and it's all better. You know what I mean? I think
people say that about Kyle Shanahan.
I'm just saying, like people will say, "Oh, put Joe Burrow in." All right, if Joe Burrow goes down with an ankle injury and misses half the year or a turf toe, I don't think. All right, just replace. Jalen has traits. And a lot of those traits have led to the success of the team. That's not to say he's my favorite quarterback in the world, but I don't. I mean, if you told me Joe Burrow or Josh Allen, I think the answer is easy.
That's why I would
give Darnold. I don't think it's that easy of the answer.
Okay, so wait a minute here though. But I hear people tell me this about Kyle Shanahan. Well, Kyle Shanahan plugs in Jimmy Garoppolo. He plugs in Jones. He plugs in Brock Purdy.
You know who he doesn't plug in? He doesn't plug in dual threats.
Okay, he doesn't. Well, that's one of the reasons why people haven't taken this job, because I think the reason that people haven't taken this job, it's style of play of the quarterback.
Well, I've been saying that. John tells me I'm crazy.
Xander. Nick Sirianni.
I'm crazy. He just says that's one small reason. That's not the reason.
It's the ultimate reason. Why do you think? So wait a minute. Am I right? According to John McMullen, Mike McDaniel took the L.A. job because his old lady's from L.A. and not Justin Herbert.
No, that's not why. There's 0% chance. It's Justin Herbert.
Okay, I mean,
Callie's an added benefit. I mean, I'm scraping ice.
Really, with the taxes? No, it ain't, brother. No,
I'm scraping ice off the ground. Everybody's got their pros and cons, right?
It ain't what you think.
I don't mind the weather. The weather doesn't bother me.
Hey, man, do you think this thing gets closed up by the end of the week? Or do you think this thing carries? Hey, I'm praying this thing goes out another week.
They brought in another guy to interview, so I forgot there is another name. You know who it is?
16.
Man, I think it's 15, right?
15, okay.
Mannion? Is that right? Does that sound right?
No, I don't know. I've heard of him.
He's a former quarterback. The Eagles interviewed Packers QB coach Sean Mannion for their offensive coordinator job. A source
never called plays.
He worked for the Packers the last 2 seasons and helped Jordan Love rank 6th in the NFL this season with a QB rating of 101.2. Now that is some agent speak, folks.
That is Kevin Patullo 2.0. He's never called plays. Kevin Patullo worked with Jalen Hurts.
Everybody. I wouldn't put too much stock in it. I don't think Sean Mannion's going to be your new OC.
I don't know.
If he is, though, man, I will crack up. I mean, this is almost becoming comedic at this point.
It is.
If we didn't win a Super Bowl last year, I think this would hurt a lot more. But at this point, this is comedic to some extent.
This is. How come Hurts doesn't have a say in this thing?
He might. We don't know. They don't say anything. The organization doesn't. So nobody knows. When the Bills fired their coach, they came out right away. Josh Allen's going to be a part. He's in all the meetings, which I don't agree with, but he is. I don't think Jalen Hurts should be picking the coach.
No. I said have a say in it.
No, it's a fair. I don't know the answer. I don't think he should be. I don't think Josh Allen should be. I don't think any quarterback should be picking the coach.
Oh, Allen's responsible for Brady getting that job.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a good move.
He's completely responsible.
I think Brian Dable would have been a better hire for them.
But think of this, though. He has a play caller he's comfortable with. He's not going to go anywhere for 5 years. You're kind of like fail-safe from losing your coordinator.
You think Jalen doesn't want to help him anymore because last time he gave him a guy, it was Brian Johnson, and he had a pretty damn. I mean, for a first year, I'd like to look up a database of rankings for offenses of coordinators who are a first-year coordinator and play caller in the NFL. He had the number 8 ranked off. I've never seen – the more I look back at that, the more I get pissed off for Brian Johnson because he's back to position coach. He got demoted across the league. The whole league changed the way they looked at a young up-and-coming coaching candidate. I mean, here we go. We talk about the Rooney Rule and people of color and black guys getting more jobs in coaching. And you have a guy who's a number 8 ranked offense, and out the pasture you go. Goodbye.
And his first year.
Defense. 30th ranked defense.
Was he a better coordinator than Kevin Patullo? Was he a better coordinator than Kevin Patullo?
Absolutely. I mean, there's not even a metric where Patullo out was better than him. Maybe the red zone.
Wait a minute. Then how come Kevin Patullo is still in Philly?
That's a good question. Maybe Brian Johnson said, "I don't want to stay."
Well, maybe they could have offered him that to come back in a different role.
Yeah,
they could have offered him that. Would we gander to say that Brian Johnson was probably the second best, depending on how you think the impact that Kellen Moore had on the offense? Do you think Brian Johnson was the second best coach that Jalen's ever had, and maybe the only coach that ever really utilized and tried to develop him as a passer?
Maybe. I mean, look here. Catch got the number. Catch, thanks for doing it. The Philadelphia Eagles finished the 23 NFL regular season with the league's 8th ranked total offense, averaging 354.4 yards per game. And that's a productive offense.
354?
That's a productive offense.
Wow. I'm convinced.
By the way, we'd still be playing right now if we were averaging 354 this year.
Absolutely. You'd be in a Super Bowl. If you had Vic, that just shows you. If you had gotten a Vic before Miami did, and you had Brian Johnson, I'm now convinced more than ever, because you wouldn't have had that meltdown on defense.
Wait, you know why? Patullo's still here and Brian's not. Yeah, Brian wasn't Kevin's guy or Nick's guy.
Yeah.
Patullo's Kevin's guy.
Yeah,
Nick's guy.
Yeah, this goes all the way back to San Diego.
Where is Brian Johnson now? Is he still in Washington?
I'm not sure. I thought maybe he was in Los Angeles.
He's the assistant head coach and offensive pass game coordinator for the Commanders.
He's still there.
He might be out there because, they just got rid of Kingsbury out.
Yep. They may elevate him.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it'd be a bad move.
No.
It'd be a bad move.
They might elevate him to be the OC there for Jaden Daniels next year.
I mean, think about it. You got a guy who, all right, it's not a big body of work, but you got 1 year to go off of him calling plays. He averaged 354 and was the number. I'd be like, hey, that's pretty good. Let me take a look at that guy.
354.
But also, I want people to realize how narratives permeate in the league, and this is why, Kevin Patullo probably not going to get a job, an advanced job, maybe ever again. I mean, look at Brian Johnson, 8th ranked offense, and the data on the field wasn't even enough to supersede the narrative. The narrative won. He got demoted. Nobody else hired him as a coordinator. The narrative won over the numbers, over the truth, over the real data. So,
how do you think the owner's looking at this?
That's a great question. I have no clue. They have this weird confidence of like they don't do anything wrong. So maybe he thinks, this is normal. Maybe. But I also think he, when he lays in bed at night, he's thinking about, all right, before I go to bed, man, what the hell is going on with my football team? I don't know. I don't know what the owner's thinking.
You think it's wild that 2 defensive coaches are in the Super Bowl?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, I was told by not just John, by a bunch of people, defensive coaches are not the wave of today's NFL.
By the way, I typed in Brian Johnson. One of the first videos that came up is your mug. It says, here, let's click on it. I'm on a private browser too, so it's not connected to my JAKIB. Here it is. Cilio says, Brian Johnson was a better play caller than Kevin Patullo. There you go. That's a take we shared on JAKIB. It came up when I typed in Brian Johnson's name. He must have been taking a shit on Patullo talking about Brian Johnson.
Well,
Wait,
mean,
sorry to cut you. You were saying about the defensive head coaches.
yeah,
No, I think it's a good setup. I do. It's just it's tough to have continuity. Like, is Clint Kubiak going to get a job? Is that who the Eagles want? No, because he's an OC. They need an OC.
he's going to get the Raider head job. He's getting a Raider job.
Like, he's probably gone. So what? That's another new. By the way, I don't see many people complaining about Darnold's changing coordinators. How many coordinators has Sam Darnold had?
How many jobs has he had in the last 6 years?
I mean, Sam Darnold, he is with another new coordinator. This is his first year with a new coordinator. Yeah. He's in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now, Jalen was last year with Kellen Moore, too. Experience matters, doesn't it? Although Clint, I don't know. Did Clint Kubiak have experience before this?
Yeah. I think it was in New Orleans with Sean Payton, I think.
Play calling, though?
No. I thought he was in New Orleans. I thought he was. They're gonna elevate Jake Peetz, their passing game coordinator in Seattle, because he was, guess what? He worked with Sean McVay. His name is Peetz, Peetz, and he's the passing game coordinator in Seattle. That's going to be the new offensive coordinator in Seattle for Sam Darnold next year.
Yeah. Wait, who?
Jake Peetz, Peetz.
Yeah, I've seen him.
He's gonna be the passing game coordinator to be elevated to the. Guess where he came from? Sean McVay.
Yeah.
All them dudes come out of that Sean McVay. I have
Sean McVay, Shanahan. Yeah, that's the offense everybody wants to play.
Yeah, but
I've been saying I think a change in a stylistic change. I think like we've had this change of. We've really gone from pocket passing to a lot more dual threat in the league. You see the emergence of college players, and the game is played not only in the NFL but at every level in a much different way.
Played in space,
spread out, athletic quarterbacks. I don't think that's changing, but what I think it's going to evolve into, a hybrid style of a quarterback that can move, that can escape. But you also still have to have a great ability to throw the football because these McVay offense, Herbert, Drake May, Josh Allen, these styles of offenses that they need quarterbacks that can read a defense, that can get the ball out on time. They can't be so hell bent, on making a play with their legs. So that's what I think is coming in the next, couple, 3 to 5 years. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Do you think this coaching search has exposed Jeffrey Lurie?
To some extent. I mean, it's not exposing anything to me. I've known he's this way for a while. He's a scapegoaty guy. When something goes wrong or it doesn't reach expectations, somebody's got to have an answer. And I don't think that's a bad. I mean, he's a billionaire owner. If something's not running right in your company, you fire him and you get a new guy in there. I'm not breaking news here, but that's kind of his mentality. And in a game of football, there's so much context that could rub people the wrong way. I mean,
why is that? You think that's pushing the offensive coordinators, and that's why they're pushing back on the job?
It's the only thing. I just think it's all factor. I think when everybody gets a new job, you allow pros and cons. In the con list, that's one of them. I could get scapegoated. I could be fired in a year. They could blame everything on me, and then not much of it was on me. That's part of it. So I think people do look at it. I don't know that he's been exposed. I mean, I think Jeffrey Lurie is a good owner. I'm not saying I don't think he's a good owner. I think he's a little bit of a goofball, but
too handsy.
Factor. What's that?
Too handsy.
Yeah, a little bit, but again, we've talked about why.
Okay, well, I mean, again, and I bring you up with the greatest example of all time is the guy in New England. The guy in New England has patience. The guy in New England. Now, he didn't have it with Jared Mayo. So there is a stopgap guy in there too.
You're not going to get it right every time.
No, you're right. But I'll tell you one thing's for sure. That guy just steps out of the light and he's there with his 32-year-old Gumad and he hangs out in the booth. Okay, I was like this. I said, is that his daughter? Is that his chick that he had there? And
this is coming. This is what somebody shared me. You're right about Kraft. This is what's coming.
Cooter! Oh, my God. Hey, man, Cooter's not a bad hire.
Cooter hurts.
Cooter hurts. Cooter hurts, baby.
Dude, you are forbidden from saying that phrase.
Hey, do you agree? If you lose
Oh man.
Lane, AJ, and Goddard, you're a 7-win team.
Oh, dude, if we lose those three, yeah,
And I don't think you will, all three.
I don't either. I don't think you will. That'd be some big change. These are arguably three of your better players on the offense.
Oh, absolutely, man. One of them might be your best player. I mean,
who, Lane?
No, AJ. Okay, pick one.
Lane still is. AJ's up there. I don't know.
I can't. I want to tweet.
I kind of want to see AJ in a new offense now. I don't even care if they get rid of. I'm done with this shit. I'm done talking about AJ Brown hating it here. I get why he hates it here. Anybody who watches the game sees why he hates it here. Dude, go ball out somewhere else. You see all these reclamation stories on receivers that are balling with other teams.
Devontae Adams.
Go ball out. Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs is about to be in the Super Bowl. Cooper Kupp had a big catch, big touchdown in that game the other night. Go ahead, AJ. Just go. It is what it is, dude.
You know the word is Mike Evans to the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo can't do any better than that. I mean, I like Mike Evans, but what's he?
I think he's long in the tooth. I'm with you. I think he's long in the tooth.
Is he year 12 now?
Yeah. No.
Come on, man. So,
bro, if you're an organization,
go get him a playmaker.
Yeah.
Go. What are you going to do? Go get him. You know who they should go and get?
AJ.
No, maybe, but yeah. No, that's not who I was thinking.
Who?
George Pickens. Steal him from the Cowboys. He'll ball out there too, man.
Oh, my God.
I actually think Dak's a better fit for him.
It is.
Dak's a timing thrower. He gets that ball out. Dallas is going to be good. Dallas is going to be good next year.
Sam Darnold story. I can't get over that.
Look, this guy's great. I love Eagle fans like this. Zanny, you can't convince me that you're an Eagles fan. Sit down and shut the fuck up. Guy's great. Sit down and shut. I don't need to convince you a shit. I don't need to convince you a shit. In fact, Skyscrape, I don't know you a damn thing. All right? Sit down and shut up.
Holy shit! This whole search is making.
What am I, day 16? I think it's blame that. Blame the 15-day search. I'm delirious.
Eagles.
I'm delirious.
Hold on here. I got another one for you here. I got to get the right number here. So coming up here.
I want the coach on the Titanic.
Oh my God! All right, Z. So coming up here. In 40 days, the Eagles are currently right now, they're 18th in cap space. What's their number one priority in your opinion?
The Eagles' number one priority?
Yeah, they're 18th in cap space right now.
You mean from a roster personnel standpoint?
Yeah.
Because my answer was gonna fire some people up, but I won't go down that road. I'll go down the personnel road. Yeah, here's the dilemma I'm having mentally right now.
They got $10 million in cap room right now.
If you look objectively at the team, you would say, all right, we got to improve the offense, not the defense. The defense could be better, but we need to improve the offense. But then you look at the offense, and everybody's paid. There's not really a whole lot of places to upgrade. You're not going to upgrade wide receiver 1. You're not going to upgrade wide receiver 2. You're not going to upgrade the quarterback. You're not going to pay another right tackle. You're not going to pay another left tackle. Your center and your left guard are both on max contracts. Dallas Goedert is probably a top, 7 or 8 tight end in football. Going to be tough to upgrade that. You can upgrade Jahan Dotson. You can upgrade Grant Calcaterra in 12 personnel. You can upgrade maybe Tyler Steen. So, who are we upgrading on the off? That's my problem. So then I go over to the defensive side. I think you need another cornerback. I mean, Adoree held his own late in the year, but you're probably going to need another guy there. Edge rusher, are we paying Jalen Phillips? Probably not. Maybe, though. Maybe. What
are you doing with Amaro Jomo?
Well, we got next year, so we'll probably let him go into his final year. I don't think they're going to.
So they'll Milton Williams him.
Probably.
Okay.
So,
Well, here, let me give you and everyone a little bit of love here on this. The Chargers next year have $80 million in cap space.
wow.
They're third. Guess who's fourth? The Seahawks
Wow.
are
Really?
fourth with $72 million in cap
Oh,
space.
they got, the Seahawks. Well, let me look this up here. Sam Darnold contract.
I think it's $100 million.
3 years, $100 million. I'm telling you now, that is the perfect sweet spot in today's game. That's why early in the year, if you remember, I was saying
build a roster.
I was saying Baker Mayfield had the best value contract because he was playing really good. And when you have a really good quarterback that's playing as good as the $50 million guys, and you're not paying them $50 million, you get that much of an advantage. This is why you always say most of the $50 million quarterbacks don't pan out.
Nope.
They're not worth their what. You can look at the right now. Deshaun Watson's not worth it. Trevor Lawrence, well, he was worth it this year. Jalen's been worth it because
Hurts is worth it.
Yeah, he won. I mean, he's won. So I agree with that. But you could look down the list. Kyler Murray got paid $50 million. I mean, a lot of these guys. So, that's a sweet spot. So that's a win there, paying him $100
Well, look
million.
at the quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. One guy's a journeyman, the other guy's on a rookie deal.
Yeah, and they paid Stat. They lowballed Stafford this year, didn't they?
Yeah, he's got. I think it was like 38.
Yeah, 2-year 84, so $40 million.
Yeah. How about this one? The Commanders got $70 million in cap space. Okay, so they're going to make a lot of moves. The Rams have $47 million in cap space. And here's another beauty: the New England Patriots have $35 million in cap space.
That's not the perfect indication of how to, what a team's going to be able to do, but it does give you a flexibility metric on how much. Yeah.
Right. They're going to be able to add, though. They're going to be able to add players.
Yeah, but who's their GM? Who's their GMs? People told me the same thing. Wait, the same thing was said though last year. The Commanders have $96 million of cap space. Congratulations. Yeah. You signed a bunch of geriatrics and your team sucked, as I told you.
So what if they went and got George Pickens for Jaden Daniels, and they went out and they started building that old line like the Bears did?
Well, they just paid $32 million to Terry McLaurin, so
put him on the other side.
Okay.
Well, hey, Dallas is going to have to figure that out if they want to pay another guy.
How's their offensive line? How's their defensive line?
They're going to do what the Bears did. Bears added 3 different guys.
Boy,
the older guy. The Bears added.
You're like a lover. Like. For the Commanders, what have they done to make you such a lover? They had a generational opportunity with a quarterback on a rookie deal who played like an MVP player.
Okay,
and they loaded the roster with.
Why do you hate the kid?
I don't hate the kid at all. I think they did him a complete disservice.
Okay. Well, guess what? This is year 2 of them owning the team.
All right, and in year 1 they made a lot of bad times.
I'm high on that team is because anything Magic Johnson gets involved in,
I think those guys.
Magic Johnson's got championship rings all over the wazoo.
I'm not saying that. I mean, how many football championship rings does he have?
Well, we're going to see. I know this. He's got championships in hoop and baseball.
I just don't know. I get it. I'm not saying Magic's not, a legend, but I don't think the Commanders did any of the right moves. So.
I don't think the Philadelphia Eagles have a lot of room this coming year. Where are you gonna fix? You can't fix your center. You're hoping for health.
Yeah, you're hoping for health on the offensive line, and you're hoping the team runs the ball better. You know what? That's a place I'd add. Forget this. Saquon's got to be the bell cow. I like Saquon. He can't catch, he can't block, and he's not that versatile of a runner. Go get a great look at the Bears this year. Ben Johnson left the Lions, a team that they have Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, and he went to the Bears and he had DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai. 2 lesser players than what he had in Detroit, and he made them more productive than the guys in Detroit were. It's a great idea to have a tandem of backs. Go and get a guy who's a little bit of a scat back, who can catch the ball out of the backfield. Tell Jalen he's got to check the ball down a little bit more. Get an offensive play caller who can, create some plays, some manufactured touches, and try and spread the offense that way. I think it's a good idea.
How about this? Travis Etienne, Javonte Williams, who had a pretty good year in Dallas.
Yeah, he had a great year in Dallas.
Yep. Kenneth Walker.
Boy, what a player he is, man.
He's a free agent.
You know those two running. Wait, is he this year?
2026.
I bet you the Seahawks pay him. You know the Seahawks running backs with their 1-2 punch with Charbonnet. Now he's out, so that's a big loss. But,
I don't know if he's back for the Super Bowl either. I don't know.
I don't think he is. I think he's done. But their running backs are graded on PFF. The number 1 and the number 3 running back this year. Graded.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Walker
you're
was
paying Barkley $20 million, though. You know.
Yeah, I know, but you can use you can use a 3rd or a 4th round draft pick on a running back, dude. The guy in Chicago Mononga is a 7th round pick.
I got it. Let me take a look at this one here too. I want to do this one here with wide receivers. So Christian Kirk. There's not a lot of big names. DeAndre Hopkins is long in the tooth. He's 33. Keenan Allen's 33. Jahan Dotson's going to be. You're not bringing him back at 2.7, right?
I think he'll get a little more than that. I think people know like why he doesn't get stats here. You know.
Would you entertain Mike Evans here, 32?
Nah, not a good fit. What does he do for our offense? We already have static receivers.
I'm saying if you replace AJ. You got to replace AJ with somebody. He's not going to make 20. He's not going to make 20.
You get ready for more hitch routes. I mean, I don't see that change. I don't see that evolving the offense at all.
Well, shit. If you bring an offensive coordinator in, you're not looking to evolve the passing game. You're looking to improve the run game.
It's true.
Okay. So
Johnny Wilson being healthy will be healthy.
No, you're right. Guess what? Now that I think about it, Xander, the way you're talking, I'd rather go after a running back than go and try to replace A.J. Brown.
Yeah, but they're not going to do it, man.
Well, fuck, man. I mean, the run game is the reason you're not in the playoffs right now, not the pass game, because last year you proved that.
Well, we were in the playoffs. The run game's the reason.
I mean, in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what happened in the I'm pretty sure Saquon ran for $119 in that playoff game, didn't he?
Yeah, against the
106, 26 for 106, 4 carry. I mean, Jalen had 168 in the air. I mean, running game's not the reason they lost that game.
Dallas Goedert right now is the 3rd highest paid free agent tight end. Kelsey's number 1 at 17.
Where do you think we draft a wide receiver? Because even if AJ's back, I mean,
4.
How long? Yeah, I mean, what's it? 1 more year?
4.
Round 4?
Maybe 3.
I could see round 3.
I think as of right now, you're going to go O-line, edge, receiver, O-line, corner, tight end, defensive tackle help, another safety, and more O-linemen, guards, centers, somewhere more so than a center. That's going to be interesting because if the Eagles think that Cam Jurgens is finished, you're going to see a center drafted high. If they don't, they're going to take a center later, or they could potentially go into the free agency and they could go and maybe, let me tell you this to you, man. Taylor Linderbaum is 25 years old and he's a free agent this year.
They're going to pay him. Why would he leave? They're not going to pay him?
I don't know.
He's one of the best centers in the league.
He's a free agent right now. I don't know why. Its market value, $17 million.
Well, he's better than Cam Jurgens is. Did he not have a good year or something?
They didn't make the playoffs.
Well, it's not all in the center.
No, it's not on the
I like that kid too, No Limit, actually. Averion Terrell. I saw he was on the Daniel Jeremiah mock draft number 1 for the Eagles. I think they're going to draft another corner though in the round one.
No way. No
I get
way.
it. I no limit. I like the player too. I mean, I think it. I mean, we might as well, right? We are a defensive team. You know, maybe we just triple down on the offense or on the defense.
Here's something to think about also here. So free agency for edge rushers. Listen to these names. Hassan Reddick is the third dude. And you've got Trey Hendrickson, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Leonard Floyd, Dante Fowler. Barnett's name's on this list.
I think it's trenches round one. I do. I think I agree with whoever just said that in the chat. Trenches. Yeah, Jim Adams. I'm with you, Jim. I think it's offensive line in round one, dude.
How much free agency movement do you think they're going to do?
I can't imagine that much. I mean, how many, where are you going to sign a player? That's the question. Now, maybe like a corner for, is there an Isaiah Rodgers out there this year that you could sign to play CB2 maybe for $7 to $8 million? Maybe. I could see that. I don't see a big splash in free agents.
Everybody wants to bring Beckham back, but who's a free agent too? I'm with you. I don't want to.
I mean, I'll take him, but.
Would you take him or Isaac Seumalo back? He's a free agent.
How old's Seumalo? He's got to be old now.
32.
It's not too bad.
$5 million? $5 million to put Seumalo back in the offensive line? Right? I mean, Mekhi Becton did not have a very good he did not have a very good year. Here's the guys also that are going to be – listen to the numbers that you're going to see here with offensive linemen. Cam Robinson's 30 years old, $13 million for Cleveland. He's a free agent. Do you think you'd go free agency for replacing Lane and then wait and see what you can do in the draft? Or do you go into the draft?
I don't think they're going to replace Lane in free agency, dude.
Okay.
It's not a valuable – it's not a good value proposition for the team. You're going to have to pay a tackle, big money. By the way, tackles don't leave teams in free agency.
No.
Good tackles. I mean, you don't see that.
No.
Lane Johnson's been with the Eagles since what, 2004? No, 2010? I don't know when he was drafted here.
Bro, so, Jamel Dean is a guy that I hope the Eagles have a conversation with. This guy played Pro Bowl football for the Buccaneers. A little bit on the injury, but Jamel Dean on the other side of Quinyon Williams playing corner, because I think you're going to go free agency to replace the other corner.
Yeah, I could see that, like a $7 or $8 million guy.
Yeah, his number's a little higher. It's about 10, but I don't believe he's going to get that. You could get him around $8 million.
In my opinion. Supers.
Yeah, let's do the supers, my friend.
All right, here's Swoosh. Might have missed y'all talking about it, but Daboll choosing the Titans over Philly is another huge indictment on Sirianni. Is Jalen really the reason? Swoosh, it's tough to tell, but I agree with you that it's an indictment. It's an indictment on somebody. I don't know who.
I wonder who Howard Eskin's going to think that the indictment's on.
Well, I think Howard. I mean, I think I think we all will have a good idea. I mean, Howard's been pretty consistent this year.
Yep, he has.
So I don't think that's going to be. I mean, that's a part of it too. I don't think it's fair for people to act like it doesn't exist. I mean, you're allowed to like a player, but you also have to look at the reality of what's happening. A lot of offensive coordinators right now are turning down the Eagles' job. Yeah. There's a reason for that. Now, if you don't think it's at all related to Jalen Hurts, okay, that's your you're entitled to that opinion, but you got to have at least the conversation of it is true. People don't want to coach here right now, or at least it's not even close to their first option. So why is that? Why is this team that has been so successful? Why do people not want to coach here?
Agreed.
I don't know why. Here's Corporate Pump. What's up, Pump? Y'all got your priorities wrong. Did you see the pass rush? Lack thereof. Dude, we couldn't get the Purdy with Phillips. We need a bookend edge. It's a good point, Pump. I agree.
It is. It is.
Point. I'll take that.
Absolutely. I think they're probably going to go into if they lose Phillips in two free agency, Xander, I think they're going to go into the draft and try to replace him. They're going to go into draft to try to go there.
I don't think they're going to pay Jalen Phillips.
I don't either.
I just have a weird feeling they're not going to.
He's going to command 24 million, 25 million. And I don't think they're going to go that high. I just don't. I don't believe they're going to go that high.
Is that right?
What's that?
Catch just said that they're giving Sean Mannion a second interview.
Okay. Okay, so
Prince, I agree completely. Prince says Brian Johnson was not on jail. Not at all, Prince. I didn't say that at all. I don't think that's the case at all. I think that was a classic scapegoat there, Prince. Here's Tyler. We are closer to an offensive rebuild than people think.
If you lose those players that we said, then yes, I do agree. I do agree that you'll be in a rebuild.
Yeah,
you think they're gonna be good next year?
Yeah, I do. I mean, they've made the playoffs 5 straight years. How good is the question? How will they win 11 games and get bounced, or will they make a run? How dominant of a team are they? How competent of a team are they?
Will they be better than this year?
The reason it's tough to say that is because everybody's getting older. You used to be a 27-year-old average age on the offense or 26. Now it's 28 and a half. And players didn't look as good last year.
Absolutely. Guys, we appreciate you super. I just got a text from Howard Eskin. He's going to be with us at 4:45, so we're good here.
Objectively, I've been a Team AJ guy, but just answer the question honestly, everybody. Was AJ Brown better this year than he was the year prior or the years prior?
No.
Was Devontae Smith better than he was the years prior? I know everybody loves Smitty. I do too. Was Mailata, Dickerson, Juergens, and Lane Johnson as good? Was Jalen Hurts as good as he's been, in the past? Nobody really performed, and you have to factor that in when you think about this question. Is the rebuild closer than people think?
Well,
it's fair to
wonder. What you just said is offensive coordinator wasn't good. The quarterback wasn't good. The whole line wasn't good. The wide receivers weren't that good.
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, you go down the entire list of that $200 million payroll, and boy, you're not getting your return on investment. I'll tell you.
Now, here's the question. I mean, there's ups and downs. John always says this. He's right. There's up years and down years. Are they permanently regressed? Because that's a bigger question than had a bad year. I don't think. I'm my concerns about being permanently regressed are Cam Juergens and Landon Dickerson. I don't think AJ, Devontae, Jalen Hurts, and Lane Johnson could be permanently just from an injury standpoint. I don't think any of those guys, could be permanently regressed.
By the way, I appreciate all of you guys here with all of your super chats. Thank you so much. Yeah, please hit that like button too. Thank you, guys.
I'll run here soon. Cash said Sills is spicy today. Was he getting pepper sprayed? LOL.
No,
he is a little spicy today.
Yeah,
spicy with me pre-show.
What's that?
He was spicy with me pre-show. Catch.
Hey man, I mean, look, I'm curious. 15 days, my boy. Here we are. 15 days, 15 dudes. I don't know.
That sounds like I don't want to think about what that sounded like. Here's Skyscraper. My welcome to the JAKIB Sports Show moment was Xander cursing me out about a damn super chat. Welcome in, Skyscraper. Welcome to the Thunderdome, as we call it. Here is Mr. Hill. Crazy take Deuce Staley. Crazy take Deuce Staley wants back in OC.
No way. I mean,
I don't know, man. This organization wrong. Another guy this organization has wronged.
Yeah, absolutely. I like Deuce too, man. I do. He's a good guy. Good guy, man. Good dude.
Here's Khaled. Get Brian Johnson back as OC. Yeah, he probably. Why would he want to come back? If I were him, I'd be like, screw you guys.
My comment on Kevin Patullo, though. I mean,
no way.
Okay,
that's literally not possible.
No. I get it, but so you're gonna. What's the guy's name they interviewed today?
Minion? Man. He does it on purpose. Manion.
Some dude named Minion is going to come in for a second interview who's never fucking been a play caller.
It's like you acting like you never heard the name Declan before.
minion. Bring anybody in Philly, man. Kick his ass and throw him to the wolves.
Here's Wild Bear. I have a feeling we'll be down for a while, at least until we get rid of Sirianni. Wow, Wild Bear. You're normally optimistic, Wild Bear.
Yeah, but Big Z, I can't believe that you in the big bad media. Gary Cobb blaming me yesterday for making the job.
He didn't blame you.
He said he goes, guys like you. And I was like, look,
well,
Gary.
He said that it's hot in Philly.
I mean,
not everybody wants YouTube videos being posted about him being a shit coach all the time.
Oh, that's a fucking shot by Z.
Not a shot? What do you mean? My name's attached to it too. I don't care.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, I get it. I don't think it's I think it's a cop out. But
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I really do. I don't know. Like, you know, it's weird. Do people, and everybody in the chat will have to answer me this. Do people like who are fans of the team, is their style of being a fan really, has it become just like, yay, go team? I've never been that guy, ever. I'm not that guy with Alabama. I'm not that guy with any team I've ever rooted for in my life.
Yeah, but but I look at the Eagle fans this way. Dude, so like if you're great, we're gonna cheer you. If you're shit, we're gonna boo you. And even if you're a great coach or a great player, if you fuck up, I'm gonna shit on you. That doesn't mean
breaking news.
Jim Bob Cooter.
Nah, it's no Eagle news. The Titans received the commitment from Brian Daboll to become their OC.
There's John's plan all blowed up.
He's in Nashville now to sign. Daboll has a strong affinity for quarterback Cam Ward.
I guess he didn't have a strong affinity for Jalen Hurts even when he was. Holy shit. This guy shit on Hurts 3 times, man, in one lifetime.
Me and John debated that today because I brought up the comment he made about, remember when A.J. Brown was bitching?
Yeah.
And
said he was wide open.
Yeah. And John's like, oh, that doesn't mean anything. I'm like, okay. Everybody was blaming the coordinator in Philly. People were mad at AJ, and the opposing head coach who's watching game tape all week says, hey, that guy's open.
Hey, do you think
does it get any more self-explanatory than that?
Hey, is this thing gotten sad now?
What?
What?
No, it's not got sad.
Dude, it's kind of hilarious that you guys are
after February, what was it? The 14th? 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I think the 14th was the parade last year. After February 14th, it's going to get a little more sad.
Like, did you hear Xander? It's going to get a little more sad.
I'm laughing away the pain. It is what it is, man. At some point, it does become a little bit comedic. It does, a little bit. I mean, we're the big bad Eagles, and we're on day 15, and we can't find a damn coordinator.
And you're looking at a dude named Minion.
These guys are taking the Titans job over.
And Brian Daboll is telling you the Titans and Cam Ward is better for me. Hey, did you see Mike McDaniel at his presser too? He had a fishbowl in front of him, and he goes, "I hope there's no vape questions up here."
Oh, I saw that. He's goofy, but I think he's going to be great back.
Oh, I do too, man. I think that him and Harbaugh are going to work some magic out there, and I told you they got a shitload of money in cap space.
Here you go. Here's Tyler. If we lose AJ, Nick, and Hurts exposed. If we lose AJ, Nick, and Hurts are exposed 6-11. I'm not going there.
I think it's more than that. I think you have to lose Lane too. And by the way, if you lose Lane and you lose AJ and you lose Goddard, I don't know how many offenses are going to be able to withstand those kind of losses.
Wait, you know what's funny? Who's the dude who went back to college? Ohio State. Arthur Smith?
Yeah.
He was in the mix too. He said, nah, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to withdraw.
I'm going to go to Columbus. Columbus is going to give – look what Columbus did for Chip Kelly. He got him the OC job when he was with the Raiders, right?
Ohio State, yeah. Ohio State's a beast, no doubt.
It is. And they took over for Brian Hartline. That's who he took over for. Brian Hartline's now
Yeah.
the USF head coach.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Hey, guys, I appreciate
Hartline should have waited for a bigger time.
I got to get Big Z out of here soon, man, but I appreciate that.
Dude. Here's Brandon. Sorry, this team is on the decline. Yes, we have young stars on defense, but they haven't been paid yet. Our O-line's on decline. Jalen doesn't run. AJ gone. No OC wants to work with quarterback or head coach. Brandon, be careful, Brandon.
Hey, do you think it is more on Jalen or on Nick that this is? I know it's both. I know it's all of that. But if you had to land on one pod, would it be that the coordinators don't want to work with that style of quarterback?
Or no, I think it's the setup of the team.
It's the setup.
Yeah, it's a setup. You can't even run your offense. Like, I can't even give the Jalen Hurts the opportunity to fail in my offense. I got to run this.
Yeah.
You know, and the offense has boxed Jalen in as a player. It's boxed your opportunity to hire candidates as a coordinator in. You know, it's boxed A.J. Brown in as a player. It's boxed everybody in.
I hate that I can't say more on Frank stuff. Xander told me, don't blow up your relationship with the guy. Now, I'm not, but
you're already out of him. I'm pissed.
Well, no. Listen. Just he's going to get more of an opportunity to call his plays in New York. That's all we'll say. I mean, you know what I mean? He's going to get more, man, more opportunities.
All right, let's go with Steve. I may be a Patriots fan, but living 3 blocks from the link, I'll never talk bad about the Eagles, and I think Eagles are going to be okay. Just watch. Wait. Are you born in New England, or I got to get this right? You live 3 blocks from the link, which means you're in South Philly. I mean, what's the setup here, my guy? I mean, you can't grow up 3 blocks from the link in South Philly. You know, one of my best friends from high school, he's a 2 Street guy. Anybody who knows South Philly knows 2 Street. You know, they like branded in their names, 2 Street guys. They love 2 Street. You know, I'll get a text from him randomly during all year. You motherfucker, you're being too mean to my fucking Eagles, man. He loves his Eagles, man. He doesn't want to hear you. I love you, Z, but you got to shut the fuck up, you know? If you're growing up in South Philly, you're not rooting for the New England Patriots.
How far is that from the complex, that 2 Street, from the hoop and the football stadium?
A little bit away. It's not right.
Bit away?
Yeah, my one buddy in high school.
There's one street that runs right down. I remember there's one street that runs right down the middle of that.
My one buddy, he grew up literally right behind the NovaCare complex. So the field is right there through the trees is the NovaCare. He lives in a row home right there. I used to go to his house. My trick would be when I was younger and I'd go to Sixers games or Eagles games. I don't go to the games as much anymore because I work in it, but I would park at his house. I'd text him like, "Yeah, can I park at your crib?" He'd let me park, and I'd walk right over.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah, because then you don't have to park in the lots,
and you don't have to pay for it, which is great.
Yeah. So here is Wild Bear. I have a feel. Oh, we got that one. Tyler, we got that one. Proctor R1, kick him to tackle when Lane retires. Yeah, Caden Proctor, Alabama kid.
A lot of people love this guy. Say he's the second best guy to the Miami guy.
I think he's the third best behind that Utah kid.
Yeah, Fano, something like that.
Yeah, Fano.
Yeah. I think he's going to be. I think those 3 guys are going to be the dudes that are going to be in the draft, in the top end of the draft. Those tackle guys.
Here's Jeff Bone. What are we doing with Nolan Smith? Good question.
What should you do with him? Do you pick his extension up?
I probably picked a 5th year up. It depends what it is. I mean, he hasn't made a Pro Bowl.
I don't think he's a bad player.
No, he's not a bad player. The question is, do you want him to be your staple edge? I don't know about that.
Would you trade him?
I mean, then are you paying Jalen? If you're paying Jalen Phillips, then it's more plausible.
Yeah, but you're not getting a 1 back for that kid.
No, you're getting maybe a 4 or 3. Yeah.
Yep, 4. You're going to get a 4 for the guy. That don't sound like value.
Yeah, I think you give Nolan some time. I don't think trading him. I'm with Twig.
I keep him
another year. Yeah, I'm not out on him yet.
I keep him. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Here is F. Sean Mannion. It's Cooter time. Here's Ben Workin. Ben, what's up, dude? If we lose AJ and Lane, we will be going 2 and out. We will start going 2 and out. 3 and out will become 2 and out. You got to be. They'll just start punting it on 3rd down. Oh, man.
Who's that guy? What's his name? Brandon Lee Gouton that you had?
Yeah, BLG.
And he came up with a line that was great. He goes, "Give me a line of the year for the Eagles. 3 and out." That's pretty much right on, right?
That one. Yeah, it is. Here's Kyle. I'm seeing guys like Proctor and Lomu falling on round 1. Trade back, get one, then you can get the kid like Bell round 2. Yeah, I like Bell too. The receiver from Louisville, the Chris Bell kid. He's a good player. I don't think they're going to
got a shitload of draft picks, man.
I don't know. Are they ready to go receiver and that premium pick like that? Here's a Swoosh. Oh, we got that one. Thank you, Swoosh. Let's go to Pumper. We forget too fast. Under KP, 3rd and long, it was a handoff inside zone. Under Brian Johnson, it's 3rd and long, QB draw. Equally ass cheeks. 8th overall and 25th overall. Not the same.
So, would you trade for Carnell Lake? I mean, would you want Carnell Lake? Makai Lemon for? Would you draft a wide receiver in the 1st round?
Carnell Tate.
Carnell Tate, yes.
Like, who the hell is Carnell Lake? I think he's a
kid Lemon player. Also for SC is pretty good.
No, I don't think they're going to get Carnell Tate.
Too high?
He's going to be a hell of a player. Yeah, here's Nick Gonzalez. Just hire big wide cooter.
Hire a big wide cooter.
Yeah, you guys got to stop, man. I can't be talking. I'm on the air, man. I got family that watches my programs. You know, people permeate this shit across the internet. You guys got to stop with these nicknames, man.
Big wide.
Holy crap. I made the Pro Bowl with 0 yards, 37 out of 37, and I'm done. I don't know what you're saying there, Nick. I made the Pro Bowl with 0 yards, 37 out of 37, and ranking Pro Bowl so dumb. I think it's Hurts organization. I don't know. I think he's talking about Cam Jurgens there, made the Pro Bowl.
Cam Jurgens.
Promote Leffler to OC and hire a new quarterback coach. Philip says, was Bob Lang holding J-Mac at gunpoint? That's a good question. I thought so. All right, that's it. We got them all. All right, brother.
Remember this. Howard Eskin said it the whole time. Everyone blaming Kevin Patullo, and here you are. Howard's been saying this, man. Pretty much all year he's been saying this right here.
Well, we'll see. All right, brother. I appreciate it, man.
There you go, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Big Z, we'll catch you in the morning.